Alright everybody, so last time I made a video, just a general introduction to why we use supplements in nutritional balancing and why everyone needs supplements today, okay? And today we're going to talk about what supplements we specifically use in all nutritional balancing programs, and then later on I will talk about each one of these specifically, why we use that, why we use it, why we use that formula, how much of we use it, and what cases, okay? So, these are the 7 things that everyone on a nutritional balancing program gets, okay? Now, it's important to note that this is not true for people on a 4 lows program, okay? So those on a 4 lows program do not get a metabolic pack and they do not get a glandular. That's because in most cases the metabolic pack and the glandulars raise the oxidation rate, okay? So these tend to stimulate the adrenals and the thyroid and raise the oxidation rate. And if you remember, the goal on a 4 lows program is to always shut off the adrenals, okay, and allow the body to reset itself so we can bump the body out of 4 lows, okay? So anything like a metabolic pack or a glandular that's going to tend to stimulate the body, we don't want with 4 lows, okay? We want the body to rest as much as possible, but we don't want to stimulate it. So let's just talk about these things that everyone gets one by one, okay? First of all, it's a digestive enzyme, okay? So the one we use is called GB3. We use it because it's the most powerful one you can buy. We find that everyone needs a digestive enzyme today, especially older people whose digestive systems are always weak. Most people have poor digestion today, which is important to realize. That's why many people end up choosing vegetarian diets. That's why people end up eliminating grains from their diet. You know, the problem isn't the concentrated animal protein, and the problem isn't the grains. It's just that both these foods are very hard to digest. And so we find that as people, for example, you know, with grains, a lot of people can't tolerate grains in the beginning, but as their digestive system improves and we use GB3 over a course of time, we find that eventually the digestive system is able to handle grains, okay? So that's an important thing to realize. Everyone needs a digestive enzyme, and one of the most important things about it that I almost forgot is the fact that it helps you absorb minerals better, okay? So it's important to realize. So you're actually getting more from your food because your digestive system is working better with the digestive enzyme, okay? So you'll be getting more from all those cooked vegetables you'll be eating. Okay, so the second one is the metabolic pack, okay? So the metabolic pack, we have 3 different metabolic packs, okay? So we have one for a slow oxidizer, one for a fast oxidizer, and one for a fast oxidizer that has a inverted sodium to potassium ratio. So inverted means it's a low sodium to potassium ratio. Okay, so with those, the one for slow oxidizers is called Megapan, the one for fast oxidizers is called Endopan, and the one that we use for fast oxidizers with an inverted sodium to potassium ratio is something called SPF, okay? So it's important to realize 3 different metabolic packs trying to accomplish 3 different things. Third one we use, everyone gets calcium magnesium, okay? So that one is known as Paramin. And it's important to realize that all these supplements are from Intimate Labs, okay? That's because they have the best quality supplements and they're formulas that Dr. X specifically created in order to heal the body on a nutritional balancing program, okay? So everyone gets Paramin, okay? And like I said in this the earlier video that I made, everyone gets Paramin because no one is getting enough calcium and magnesium in their diets, okay? Unless you're eating a lot of raw dairy, you know, carrot juice is another good source of calcium. There's a lot of magnesium in leafy vegetables and things like spinach. So it's important to realize because of soil erosion, you know, because of poor digestion, we need these supplements, and Paramin is one of them, okay? Because people need extra calcium and magnesium to heal properly. And then the fourth one we use is something to balance the sodium to potassium ratio, okay? Which is either zinc or limcomin. So if the sodium ratio is above 2.5, we use zinc to lower it, and if it's below 2.5, we use limcomin to raise it, okay? Now it's important to realize that zinc is also found in limcomin, but it's important to know that when you balance the sodium to potassium ratio, that in order to raise it, you can't just give zinc. You need to give zinc along with some other things like copper and manganese and a few other things. If you watch the video that I made on sodium to potassium ratio, I go into this a little bit farther. The fifth one that we use for everyone is Kelp, okay? Now Kelp is a wonderful supplement that even if you're on a program, I recommend everyone take, okay, along with zinc and a few other things. But Kelp is basically, you can think of it as a mineral supplement, okay? So Kelp is very, very nutrient dense, okay? what it is dehydrated, basically seaweed, and they put it in capsules, okay? So it's, got tons of trace minerals in it, okay? Trace minerals are very hard to get in the food today, things like selenium. It's even got some of the trace minerals like rubidium and iridium, and some of the lesser known ones that we need in our bodies, okay? And most importantly, it has iodine in it, okay? This is the best natural source of iodine we find today, okay? And it's important to realize that it's much better than taking straight iodine because it's such a natural product and it's found with other minerals that the body is able to regulate how much iodine it wants from the product, okay? Because if you're just taking straight iodine, your body, it's like, well, what are you doing? You're just giving me all this iodine at once? But with kelp, because it's, in a natural form, the body is able to take how much iodine it wants at what time, okay? So everyone gets kelp today, and it's used to remineralize the body, supply iodine, and it even supplies, a little bit of omega-3s, vitamin A, vitamin D. It just has a lot, it's just chocked full of all kinds of nutrients, okay? The sixth one we give is a glandular, okay? So the glandular is used to heal the specific organ. So it's important so for example, if someone has really weak adrenals, we give them a glandular that helps rebuild the adrenals, okay? If someone has a really bad thyroid ratio, the calcium to potassium ratio, we use a glandular called thyrocomplex, which is used to heal the thyroid, which is the target organ in this instance, okay? And what a glandular is basically they take freeze-dried extract from animals of the target organ. So for example, thyrocomplex. It's basically just freeze-dried thyroids of animals, okay? And then they freeze-dry it and they put it in a capsule. And then that has the specific nutrients that targeted organ needs. We find that it works wonderfully to rebuild the target organ, okay? And then the seventh one is the newest one, TMG, okay? TMG has only been added to programs for about the last 6 months to a year, I believe. And we're only now increasing the dosage up to quite a bit because Dr. Wilson wanted to see how people would react to it and what kind of patterns were needed for it and other types of things, okay? So TMG is a methylating agent, okay? And so your liver, one of the pathways of detoxification that your liver uses is something called methylation. This is where it uses methyl groups from food as a detox mechanism to attach to things in the liver and escort them out of the body, okay? And what TMG provides is extra methyl groups, okay? Because it's hard to get enough methyl groups from all the food that you're eating, okay? Just because, like I said earlier, soil erosion, digestion, everything else. So people need extra methyl groups for the liver to detox properly, okay? So that's the supplements we use and why we use them, okay? Hope that helps you guys out. And I will make a video on each one of these and how much we use in each circumstance, how we determine how much each person needs, and I'll also make a video about other specialty products that we use in certain instances, okay? But these are the bulk, okay? This is really the bulk of the supplements that we use, okay? So hope that helps you guys out, and I'll talk to you guys later.